Hey, how's it going, guys? TMTRE here, also known as the man that reviews everything. This week, one of my most anticipated movies of the year is coming out, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, guess what we're going to be talking about today? Today, we're going to be talking about why doctors touch us in strange places. Not you guys? Just me then? Okay, well, that's time to change doctors then. I'm just playing, not those kind of doctors. But we are going to be talking about a strange doctor. Doctor Strange, in fact. Now, in this video, I'm just going to go through a quick run through of some theories I have about the movie on who I think we will see in the movie, like surprise cameos, what kind of variants of characters we will see, what kind of universes, what will happen in the movie, and the ending of the movie, so things like that. And I don't mean to rush this video at all. It's just I'm kind of running out of time. I'm in a certain time frame, so I'm just going to try to explain each theory as best as I can. So let's get into this. I want to make a quick prediction on this movie as a whole. Ready? Now, I think that this movie will be the best movie in Marvel's history. I think this will be better than No Way Home. I think this will be better than Endgame. I think this movie will be the best Marvel movie. Could be one of the best superhero movies too. But in my opinion, my most favorite superhero movie, and the one I think is the best, is Spider-Man 2. And who was that directed by? Sam Raimi. So it's just a little coincidence we see there. Sam Raimi, every time he's on a superhero Marvel project, it's gonna do good. And so even Spider-Man 3, I know a lot of you don't like Spider-Man 3, but I love Spider-Man 3 to death. And I'm gonna back away from the microphone. I just realized how close I am. So starting off with the surprise cameos on who I would want to see, not necessarily would be in the movie exactly, but first off, I would love to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in this movie, even though I don't think he would necessarily be a big part of the film, to where I don't see him fighting alongside Doctor Strange and helping him throughout the movie. I think it would be cool to see Tobey back in his universe, especially with Sam Raimi directing. We can go back to Sam Raimi's universe that he did with Tobey and just see kind of explore that universe a bit more. So I think it would be cool to see Tobey Maguire in it. Also, it would be cool to see any other X-Men, because I know Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart, he's most likely going to be in the film from what we can tell in the trailers. But other X-Men, such as like Wolverine, Cyclops, Mystique, Beast, just to see any of the mutants would be cool to see. And I would really love to see them, and because I've been wanting them introduced into the MCU, and I think it's time, especially with my next group that I want to see is any member of the Fantastic Four. I think it's about time that we got an introduction to them into the MCU. And if I had to choose which one that I think we would have to see, or that we would see in the movie, I think it would be Reed Richards' Mr. Fantastic. He's been rumored to be in it, and he's supposed to be played by John Krasinski. So we'll see if John makes an appearance in this movie, and if he does, that's awesome. The next character I think we will see is Vision, and I think he's going to play a part in Wanda's storyline, because I feel like there's going to be two storylines in this movie. One following Doctor Strange, and the second following Wanda. Now, I feel like at the beginning, we're going to, of course, see Doctor Strange go recruit Wanda, and Wanda help out Doctor Strange, but then when she realizes she can do much more in the multiverse, meaning go find her kids, I think then she's going to venture off on her own and try to go on her own journey to find the kids. And I think along the way, we might run into Vision, or Vision might pop up somewhere, maybe towards the end. Speaking on those two storylines that I think will happen, I think they will merge throughout the movie, like towards the middle, towards the like nearing the end. I think that's when their storylines will connect, and we'll see like the fight between Doctor Strange and Wanda, or Wanda versus the Illuminati. I think that would be really cool to see. Now, these next characters I'm about to mention, I don't think they will be in the movie at all, but I think it's just fun to think about, because with this movie you're dealing with the multiverse, so the multiverse is huge. You know, Marvel has a big opportunity to go explore the multiverse and show us different timelines, different universes of the Marvel, you know, so I would love to explore as much as we can, and to see some of these characters that I'm about to mention will be awesome. So a character I would love to see is Deadpool. Like I'm saying, I don't see Deadpool really fitting into this movie. Maybe if they give him like a quick like minute cameo, like where Doctor Strange is probably traveling through different multiverses and we see Deadpool's universe and Deadpool has like a quick one-liner and then that's it. I mean, still, that would be cool. But again, I don't see any of these characters really fitting into the movie. I just think it would be cool to explore and see their universes. Next one I have is Ghost Rider. Imagine if we got to see Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider like interact with the MCU. That would be crazy to see. I don't think Nicolas Cage would carry on as Ghost Rider. I think, of course, they would just recast him with someone else. But I'm just saying, if we got Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, that would be awesome. Or just a different actor playing Ghost Rider. Again, maybe Keanu Reeves. Awesome. But again, all speculation. Now, another one would be Daredevil. Either Charlie Cox's Daredevil or Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Either one of those. Those would be awesome. Now, again, I know I kind of said this, but the multiverse is huge. So many characters are out there. Let's go explore. Where the movie is called Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Let's dive into the multiverse and go explore different universes. Please. That's the one thing I'm hoping about this movie. Now I want to talk about what kind of character variants we will see in the movie. What if we get to see a variant of Tony Stark? And I know it's been talked about Tom Cruise was once going to play Tony Stark before Robert Downey Jr. But what if they brought Tom Cruise back? And I know that's been a rumor from the beginning, like, of this movie, like, oh, they're gonna bring Tom Cruise back. And then even in the trailer they show a fight scene between Scarlet Witch and an unknown character for now, but people were freezing frame by frame looking at the characters, zooming in, and it looked like a Supreme Iron Man. And everyone was like, oh, Iron Man's gonna be in it. But then that same fight scene, like in an updated trailer, it looked like it was a different variant of Captain Marvel, you know. So I mean, we won't really know. It's just a rumor, but it would be awesome to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man. Another variant, I think we're gonna get different versions of Wanda. I think we're gonna have the Wanda from our timeline, the original MCU, and then we're gonna have evil Wanda, the one who's kind of purely evil, very powerful, and just kind of determined to get her children back. Because I bet you the same thing happened to a different Wanda, but this Wanda is more powerful, more out for revenge, and more out to get her children, like determined to do anything to get her kids back. So we might see a different variant of her, but that's just my guess though. Another one, of course, we're gonna have Doctor Strange. We're gonna see multiple versions of Doctor Strange. So again, why not get different variants of Wanda? Or any other Marvel character. I think we will see a lot of variants of other Marvel characters that won't be a part of the original MCU, but will have their own universe, own timeline, you know? So I think we will see that throughout the movie. Which leads on to my next question. How many universes will we see? And which ones? Now, I don't know exactly which ones. I couldn't tell you, oh, we're going to go to this universe to see this character. I think it's hard for anybody to try to guess what universe we will be seeing because we haven't seen the movie. Unless those who are really knowledgeable on the universes and they can tell the difference in the trailer and be like, oh, that's Earth, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe there's people out there. But I'm not one of those people who can notice a certain universe and by looking at a trailer. I'm not. But I think we will see, and this is just my guess, I think we will see at least 10 universes. I don't think we will see any less, at least I hope not, because again, I just want to explore the multiverse as much as possible. So I'm hoping we have at least 10 universes. If not, maybe some people might think that's too high, you know, so they might even say we might only go to 4 or 5 different universes. I hope that's not the case because I want to explore as much as possible. So there's a few more theories I have until I get to what I think the movie's going to end off on. So what I think will happen throughout the movie is at some point I believe that Wanda will find her children and bring them back with her. It just seems like that's really possible, and with the way Wanda's acting in the trailers, she's powerful enough to do it, it seems like, but is there going to be a cost to bring them back? And are we going to meet Mephisto? That's another question. But then that also kind of ties into what I'm going to say next, and I believe that the evil Strange that we see in the trailer will not be the main villain. I believe there is a bigger bad behind it. A lot of people are throwing out the name Nightmare, who is a Doctor Strange villain. I mean, that's very possible, yes, but I don't see it being the Doctor Strange, the evil Doctor Strange. I think there is somebody else in the background kind of worse. So I think we're gonna get a surprise villain in this movie. Now, one of my last topics is, who do I think is gonna die in the movie? Or will anybody die? I think people will die, yes. So far, I have 2 exact names who I think will die. First off, Wong. The trailers are making it seem like he's gonna, die. It makes it seem like this is his last movie. And I think so, because what kind of use is Wong, really? I mean, yes, I get it. He is a powerful sorcerer, very knowledgeable, but what have we seen him do? Yes, he helped in Infinity War and Endgame, and he protects the Sanctum Sanctorum, but other than that, what does he really do? And we don't really see Wong a lot in the movies. And so I really can just see them killing off Wong, and that will be the end of his character. The next character I think who will die is Mordo. I think Mordo will die, at least if not our MCU version, it will be a variant of Mordo, because that's another thing I have questioned too. The Mordo that we see in the trailer, is that our Mordo that we saw in the post-credits scene of Doctor Strange, or is this a different variant of Mordo from a different universe? If it's from a different universe, I think he will die. If it's from ours, then I don't think so, because the way the post-credits scene ended in Doctor Strange really doesn't tie into the Multiverse of Madness, because he kind of went off saying, I'm gonna go after every sorcerer and eliminate them. I mean, he didn't say that word for word, but essentially that's what he said. So is this the same guy who wants to take out every sorcerer, or is this a different one? I think it's a different one. And then so this next one isn't really a character, but kind of a variety of characters. I think the variants we do see in this movie, we will see some of them die. For example, John Krasinski's character of Reed Richards dies. I wouldn't be surprised, because in the past we've heard that he kind of stepped down or doesn't want to do it. And so what if they just brought him for this one movie, and then but he was like, kill me though, like, so I don't actually be the MCU's Reed Richards. What if it's just a different timeline, different universe Reed Richards? So I can see that happening too. And then when they do the Fantastic Four movie, they can recast somebody else as Mr. Fantastic and move on. So what if that's the case? And so that's what I mean by the variant characters that will die. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is how I think the movie will end. I don't think this movie will have a complete ending. I think this movie will end on a cliffhanger, and I hope it does, because I want to be shocked by the end of this movie. I want to be left wondering what's gonna happen next, If I get that, I know I'm gonna be satisfied. Even though most people don't like cliffhangers, I don't mind them. And I'm saying that because I don't know how I see this movie ending, honestly. Like, what are they gonna do? Close the multiverse and then that's it? The multiverse is so huge that they should leave it open. Like, they shouldn't close it just in one movie. Then that would open the door to do so many things, like Secret Wars, or any other storyline that has to do with the multiverse. Like Kang the Conqueror is supposed to come back and be the big villain, like a Thanos level threat. And so Kang the Conqueror would be very useful with the multiverse if it was still open. So I don't want them to close it just yet, once it barely opened in No Way Home. So let's keep it open for a bit and explore more of it throughout other movies. So that's all my theories I have for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with some of them? Disagree? Do you guys have your own theories? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means a lot to me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe, spread the love, and I'll see you guys later.